Do you know what is the most asked question in any PMI exam or during an interview if you are applying for a lead position? The question is about conflict management. So let's talk about it. The answer lies in the Killman conflict model. If you know this model inside out, there is a good chance that you will be able to answer a couple of questions in the PMI exam or in an interview. Killman model gives you a very good understanding of conflict model and how to choose and which technique to choose over another. Thomas and Killman came up with this model in 1974 and it involves 5 techniques. There is a very good depiction of these 5 techniques using this graph. So let's talk about the first one, which is the competing style. When you are using this style, you are putting your needs first, often at the expense of other person, other department, or other company. Remember that if you win, there will be someone who will lose, and hence the relationships will deteriorate. It means that in order to be assertive, you should be on a higher position of power. And since this style is more uncooperative in nature, use it only when you need speedy resolution and the stakes are not very high. Accommodating technique is somewhat opposite to the competing technique. Here, you neglect your own needs and prioritize the needs of other party. This approach is useful when the outcome is low risk and preserving the relationship is more important than being right. You often see this approach being used in setting up meeting times, meeting dates, lunch dates, etc. An accommodating person is generally unassertive and more cooperative. In an ideal world, we are told to face the problem head on. However, there will be situations where confrontation is best to be avoided because the cost of the confrontation and resolution is far more than the cost of living with the conflict. This is an effective technique for postponing the decisions, but you have to make sure that it doesn't lead to a situation where others will believe that you are showing lack of concern. And remember that avoiding does not resolve the conflict automatically. It just buries it below the surface and may potentially lead to future conflicts. When looking at the chart, you can see that it requires low assertiveness and low cooperativeness. Somewhat, it creates a lose-lose situation for both the parties. This style is the most used style and it is a dream to come true for many of the organizations. It is best to be used when both of the parties are on the same page. It creates a strong and long-term relationship, a win-win situation for both of the parties, and both sides get what they want. The problem with this style is that it takes intense focus to come up with collaborating mindset. This is the literal middle ground of the Killman conflicting model. Here we are moderately assertive and moderately cooperative. Both of the involved parties have to give up something to come to a common ground. The outcome is a mutually acceptable solution that partially satisfies both the parties. It gives the opportunity to coming to the resolution quickly. So these were the 5 techniques of conflict management by Killman. It is important to note that no style is right or wrong, but knowing when and how to use the different styles is key to maintain the harmony and peace in the work environment. This is a very important topic to understand both for your professional growth and if you are planning to appear in an examination such as PMP, Scrum Master, PMI-ACP, etc. I hope that you've got some good understanding of this topic. I will connect with you on a different topic some other time. Until then, bye.